In this new lesson, we are going to learn about active and passive, المبني للمعلوم والمبني للمجهول, and we are going to show you how to change an active sentence into passive. In active voice, the person who does the action is known, while a passive voice sentence is a sentence in which the person who does the action is not known. There are three types of active and passive voice structures. These are statements, questions, and commands. We use the passive voice when we want to mention that an action is done, and it's not important to mention who does the action. The same thing in Arabic. Now let's start with statements, how we change statements into passive voice. Let's look at the sentence, Ahmed broke the window yesterday. Now this is an active statement because we know who broke the window. To change it into passive, we bring the verb to be in the past simple form, which is was, and we change the verb into the past participle. The past participle is used in passive voice. So we say the window was broken yesterday, or we say the window was broken by Ahmed yesterday. Notice that it's not important in this sentence to mention who did the action, in this case Ahmed. So if you want the person who has done the action to be mentioned, then it is preceded by the word by, as in the second sentence. Now let me explain more how we changed the sentence into passive voice. Now first of all, the object becomes the subject. And the subject is omitted in passive voice. We bring verb to be in the same tense as used in the sentence. Notice that in Arabic we do not use verb to be forms to change active voice into passive. English language, however, uses the verb to be form to change an active sentence into passive. And after the verb to be form, which is used in the same tense as the active sentence, the verb is changed into the past participle form in all passive voice structures. And we put by before the subject if it is mentioned, if it is important to be mentioned, or it can be deleted from the sentence if it's not important who did the action. Now let's look at the 5 statements in the table below and see how they are changed into passive. Please look at the column on the left. There are 5 active statements. The first one, secretaries write letters every day. The main verb here is in the present simple. To change it into passive, the verb must be in the present simple form, which is either am, is, or are. The object, مفعول به, letters, is in the plural, so the verb to be in the passive must be are. We then change the verb writes into the past participle form and it becomes written. So we say letters are written every day if you want to add by secretaries. The next active sentence is someone delivered the pizza this morning. The verb here is in the past simple. The object, مفعول به, is the pizza. So the pizza is put at the beginning, added by the past simple form of the verb to be, which is was, because pizza is singular. Delivered is a regular verb, which means that the past simple and the past participle forms are the same. So both end with ed. So the whole passive sentence reads like this. The pizza was delivered this morning. The next active sentence, Saleh will buy a car, is a future simple sentence, and the verb to be in the passive must be in the infinitive form because will is a helping verb or a modal. This rule is applied for all helping verbs. We then add the past participle for buy, which is bought. So the passive sentence becomes a car will be bought if you want to add by Saleh, if it is necessary to add by. Now the next active sentence, Khalid is helping Ahmed. The tense is present continuous. What's happening? The verb to be in the passive is being. So we say Ahmed and we add is because it's already there in the active sentence. And then we add the past participle. So we say Ahmed is being helped by Khalid if you want to. The last active sentence is in the present perfect form. What has happened? Any sentence with has or have plus past participle is perfect tense. The object apple, مفعول به, is put at the beginning of the passive sentence. Apple is singular, so we add has. But if apple were plural, like apples, then we would add have. However, we say the apple has, then we add the verb to be, which is in the perfect form, been. The apple has been, and we add the past participle, which is already there in the sentence. So the whole passive sentence becomes the apple has been eaten. Now here is a very useful table for you to understand how the verb to be is used in passive statements according to the tenses used. The first one, the present simple, we use the verb to be am or is or are, depending upon the object, which is singular or plural. The past simple tense, the verb to be we use is either was for singular and were for plural. The future simple, we use shall be or will be in the passive. The present continuous, am being, is being, are being. The past simple, the past continuous, was being, were being. The present perfect, has been or have been, depending upon the object in the passive statement. The past perfect had been for all objects. They all take the same form, whether singular or plural. Had been doesn't change. For all the other auxiliaries, we use the verb to be in its form. Can be, could be, may be, might be, must be, ought to be. Now let me give you an example for each. The present simple passive. They give me money every day. I am given money every day. They give him money every day. He is given money every day. They give them money every day. They are given money every day. Past simple passive. They gave me money yesterday. I was given money yesterday. They gave them money yesterday. They were given money yesterday. Future simple. They will give me money tomorrow. I shall be given some money tomorrow, or I will be given some money tomorrow. They will give him money tomorrow. He will be given some money tomorrow. Present continuous. They are giving me some money now. I'm being given some money now. They are giving him some money now. He is being given some money now. They are giving them some money now. They are being given some money now. Past continuous passive. They were giving me some money yesterday. I was being given some money yesterday. They were giving him some money yesterday. He was being given some money yesterday. They were giving her some money yesterday. She was being given some money yesterday. They were giving us some money yesterday. We were being given some money yesterday. They were giving them some money yesterday. They were being given some money yesterday. Now the present perfect passive. They have given him some money. He has been given some money. They have given her some money. She has been given some money. They have given me some money. I have been given some money. They have given them some money. They have been given some money. The past perfect form. They had given her some money. She had been given some money. They had given me some money. I had been given some money. And it is the same with all the rest of the objects. With the helping verbs, they can give me some money. I can be given some money. They could give me some money. I could be given some money. They may give him some money. He may be given some money. They might give them some money. They might be given some money. They must give them some money. They must be given some money. They ought to give them some money. They ought to be given some money. So it is exactly the same with all the objects. The auxiliary form passive is the same. Now, in the case of changing active questions into passive questions, I would like you to read the following rules, which are in Arabic and which I have already explained. I want you to notice number 5, which is important, that any information that comes after the passive structure remains without changes. Now please read the 5 rules. Now here are some examples how active questions are changed into passive questions. Notice that in the passive questions, the verb to be comes at the beginning. So let's start with the first one. Does he clean the floor every day? The passive. Is the floor cleaned every day? Next one. Did he write the letter yesterday? Was the letter written yesterday? Next one, which is future simple because there is will. Will they build a bridge soon? The passive. Will a bridge be built soon? Next one, we have a question word, W. Why did they punish him? The passive. Why was he punished? Notice that we use the verb to be was because the question is in the past simple. And the last one, who broke the window? The passive. By whom was the window broken? Now here are some rules to change an active command into a passive one. Remember the first rule, that we use let at the beginning of the sentence. Now please read the 3 other rules, which are the same as the other passive rules. Now let's look at 3 active commands and how we change them into passive. Do the work, let the work be done. Open the door, let the door be opened. Send this letter to your friend, let this letter be sent to your friend. Now just remember that we rarely use command passive structures. Now here is something for you to remember. Sometimes we want to change a statement into passive, but the statement may be in the negative form or a question tag is added to the statement. Now we have to remember that we have to keep the form of the question or the form of the question tag when changing it into the passive. Examples: active. Ali does not write letters. Passive. Letters are not written by Ali. Next one. Dickens wrote those novels, didn't he? Those novels were written by Dickens, weren't they? Dickens did not write that play, did he? Passive. That play wasn't written by Dickens, was it?